I
Since
should
you
be,
don't
I
like
got
that
you.
What did her these do?
Okay, I asked for a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and they gave me just they gave me just a cheese and egg sandwich.
Oh, they let that meat off?
Yeah, the meat, that's my protein off, like.
All right, now technically, I should be working on some module 4 stuff today. But
Okay.
most of you are stuck in 3. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna work on some 3 stuff.
Okay.
Let me go look at something first. I'm gonna see if any of y'all heeded to my talk on.
Don't look at that.
What?
Okay.
Look at that.
This is when we had our last class period.
Uh-huh.
This is when we were working.
Mm-hmm.
This is since I've seen you.
Nobody, so anybody did work?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ain't even gonna lie.
I was doing my English
The
research
teachers
paper,
will.
and I had a project to do for Miss
I ain't
White.
even,
I
I ain't even open my laptop.
It's not looking too pretty right now.
Watch when you see it this week, though.
Yeah.
Huh.
It ain't looking too pretty, is all I got to say.
This
We
week.
gonna do better, right?
So I got my laptop.
All right. So, we're 96% on module 1. A lot of y'all went back on module 2. A lot of y'all have some topics to revisit on module 2 when you took your assessment. 63% on module 3. Y'all are almost as high on module 4 as you are on module 3. So, we're going to go through and I'm going to pull the lowest on module 3. This one's at 53%. It's the perimeter of a piecewise function. I'm just gonna pull whatever are looking low,
Yeah.
okay? So, let me add some pieces and let's just pull and see what's the lowest, and that's what we're going to work.
But they were 80% something like
Okay, they want the perimeter. What does perimeter mean do?
Around.
You're going to add all sides. Now, the problem is we're missing a side. So before we can add all the sides, we have to find the missing side.
I went up.
So, this is my missing side.
She didn't go there.
All right, girls, let's listen. This is my missing side. It is flat, which means we are only looking at any side that's flat. Okay? So these 2 baby sides have to add up to the big side. So this plus this have to equal 11.
5.
5. So let me draw it in a color so you can see it.
You said what?
6 plus 5 equals 11.
This piece
Yeah.
and this piece
And is that together?
have to equal 11.
The blue piece.
So the yellow piece and the blue piece have to equal 11. So this piece we don't know. This piece is 6, and both of those pieces have to equal 11. That means the red piece is going to equal 5.
Bless you.
We good? So now that we know all the sides, then we're going to do 11 plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 5 plus 14, and that's going to give me my answer. Let me look at it one more. Let me give you, let's do X there. This time I have 2 X's. I have 2 X's that I need to find. Okay, for this first X, this one and this one have to add up to
10.
10. So 3 plus what equals 10?
Oh, 3 plus 4.
7. So this side is going to be 7. We good? Now, for the other one, those are up and down pieces. So those two, 4 and 7, are going to make that side. 4 and 7 are going to make that whole side. Here, 3 and 7 made the 10. 3 plus 7 made the 10. Here, 4 and 7 are going to make that side. So what is that side going to be? 11. Girls. So 4 and 7 are going to add up to give me 11. And then I would add up all the sides. Cool? All right, let's look at another one. I'm going through the ones that have the lowest percentage. This one has 43.
I hate that.
There's like 4 different problems that I want to make sure we understand. We're using 3 different rules over and over and over again. Let's see if they'll give me the ones that I want to see. Get one more. Let's see which ones I have first. Okay, I have that one. And that one. All right, and now I need one that's to the left or to the right. All right, let me get one more. I will make it up. All right, I'm just gonna make it up. Okay, so we have 3 rules to do this problem. We have a rule that says if you have 2 angles that make a line, those 2 angles add up to 180 degrees. We have a rule that says if you're in a triangle, the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And we have a rule that says if the angles are diagonally across from each other, they are equal because they make something that looks like butterfly wings, and butterfly wings are equal. Okay? So, I decided to make one, this is 30 degrees. So, wherever X is, you're going to start on the other side of the triangle. So, for this problem, X is over here, so we're going to start over here. Okay? And it's like hopscotch. You're just going to jump from angle to angle to get over here. So, this angle is outside the triangle. We want to jump inside the triangle. So, we have this angle, we want to get this angle. What do we know about those 2 angles? Which rule is that going to be? We have outside the triangle, we want to jump inside the triangle.
Is it the plus one, the first one, the plus
The
one?
first one. Let me show you. This is the angle we have. This is the angle we're trying to find. Both of those angles make a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So to get this angle, we're going to do 180 minus 102. That's going to give me 78 degrees. So my green angle is going to be 78 degrees. Now we're inside a triangle. So I'm going to come up here just to show you the triangle. You have 30 degrees up here, you have 78 degrees right there, and now we're searching for this angle. Which of those three am I using? The second one, the triangle rule. The triangle rule says that all three of those have to add up to 180. So I'm going to do 180 minus the 30 minus the 78. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 180 minus the 30 minus the 78. So the blue angle is going to be 72. Now, tell me how I'm going to get from the blue angle to the purple angle.
We gotta add them, cause we gotta equal.
No, it's X72
Why we know that, Randy?
because the butterfly.
Oh,
See the butterfly? They're not here. What you're thinking is that you're trying to find this one.
okay.
If you were trying to find that one, they make a straight line. But these make that butterfly, which means they're equal. Good job, Randy. So if I draw, see your butterfly wings? So X is going to be 72 degrees.
Okay.
We good? Let's go to another one. This time X was in the middle. So the first one X was over here, so we worked that way. This time X is in the middle, so we're going to work this way and then we're going to work this way. You're always working towards X. I don't care which side I start from. Do you want to start on the right or do you want to start on the left?
The left.
Okay, the left. We want to jump inside the triangle. So how do we get from here to here? The butterfly thing.
So it just be.
So it's going to be 59. So this angle and this angle, that one's going to be 59. Now, we've gotten as close as we can from the left. Now let's go from the right.
So you gotta do it.
I want to get from here to here.
So you gotta do the 180, the plus 180?
So it's going to be 180 minus the 117. So if I come over here, I'm going to do 180.
Shut up. Shut up.
That gives me 63. I've gotten as close as I can from on the other side. Now I am inside my triangle. I have a 59 on the left, I have a 63 on the right, and I have an X at the top.
180 minus 59 minus 60. That's answer.
That's the answer. 180 minus 59 minus 63. Your answer is going to be that X equals 58 degrees.
More or less.
Yay? Okay, let's do another one. Okay, this time X is on the right, which means we're going to start over here and we're going to work our way over here. So tell me how to get from here to here.
The butterfly.
Okay,
So
the
it's-
more you do it, the easier it is to see.
So it's gonna be 38?
You see your butterfly.
Yeah.
So, we go from here to here. So that's a 38 degree. We now just jumped into a triangle. So that means we have a 38, a 36, and we're headed towards him. So we're gonna do 180 minus 36 minus 38, and that's gonna give me my red angle. 180 minus 36 minus 38. So what was that? 106. So 106 is gonna be my red angle. Now this is where a lot of you stop and say, I'm stuck. You've jumped into the triangle to finish the triangle. You now have to jump over to the next triangle. So how am I going to get this angle? What do those two angles make? They make a straight line.
180.
180. So this angle and this angle make a straight line. So to get this angle, I'm going to do 180 minus the 106. That's going to give me 74. I just jumped into a new triangle. That gives me 45, 74, and now I'm headed towards him. Triangle rule is 180 minus 45 minus 74. So 180 minus 45 minus 74. That's going to give me 61. Now, how am I going to jump to the outside?
The one, yeah, so you can do 180, 61.
Wait, 180.
Those two make a straight line. So 180 minus 61. So the purple angle is going to be 119. So we use the butterfly to get into the triangle. Then we use the triangle rule to get here. We use the straight line to get there, triangle to get here, and straight line to get there. Let's try one more. X is in the middle of the problem. We're going to have to work it from this way and then work it from this way. Work towards X. Which way do you want to go from first, left or right? Right? Okay. So, it does not matter. We need to jump inside the triangle. So how am I going to get this angle and this angle? What do those two angles make?
Look, the last one was 180.
180. Okay? So, just so that you see, this angle and this angle make a straight line. So I'm going to do 180 minus 115. That's going to give me that my green angle is 65. Now, I can't get any closer to X on that side. I got to go to the other side. How am I going to get this angle inside my triangle?
Butterfly,
The butterfly.
31.
See how these are different? These are side by side. They make a straight line. These are diagonal. They are butterfly, which means they're going to be the same thing. So this one is going to be, this angle and this angle are both going to be 31 because they make that butterfly. Now I can keep going on this side. I've got a, come on. There we go. I've got a 31, I've got a 40, and I'm headed towards him right there. So I'm gonna do 180 minus 31 minus 40. That's gonna give me 109 in blue. Okay, I finished up my yellow triangle. I now need to take that blue triangle, that blue angle, and jump over. What do the blue angle and this angle have in common? What do they make?
A line,
A line, a straight line. So what are they gonna equal?
the 180.
180. So this angle and this angle make a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So we're going to do 180 minus 109 is 71. Now you are in this triangle.
What's a line?
That's a 71, a 65, and your answer. Oops. So 180 minus 71 minus 65. There's your final answer of 44.
Okay, see.
So 44 is what X is gonna be. The more of these you do, the easier it gets. It is a lot of steps. But you're doing the same 3 rules over and over and over again. Either it's gonna be a butterfly, it's gonna be a straight line, or it's gonna be a triangle. The triangle adds up to 180, the straight line adds up to 180, and the butterfly means they're the same. But it's gonna be one of those 3 rules over and over and over again. Now, for those of you who just came in, a lot of us are still in Module 3. So what I'm doing is I'm going over the lowest percentiles in Module 3. The lowest percentiles is what I'm looking at. All right, this is find the area of these shapes. One more. Come on. There we go. Okay. Find the area of these 3 shapes. Now, the way that I do it is different than the way that Alex does it. I don't care which way you do it. Whichever way makes sense for you is fine with me. Let's see if I have a piece of paper in here so that you can visually see what I am doing. Now, the way that I do it is this is our original shape, okay? What I do is I fill it in so it looks like a sticky note. I just turn it into like a sticky note, or a rectangle. So when I start the problem, I go ahead and I fill it in so that it looks like a regular rectangle. So I do the big rectangle minus the corner. So my big rectangle is going to be this shape. That's my big rectangle. The corner is the piece that I'm cutting off. So the big rectangle is the whole shape, and this is the piece that I'm taking away. I'm tearing off a corner. Now, the reason I do subtraction is because I'm taking it away. If I would have done addition, it would have been a rectangle plus a corner. So if it was addition, I would be gluing it together. I'm not gluing it together, I am tearing it away. That's why I'm subtracting it. So, because I'm dealing with rectangles, we know the formula for a rectangle is length times width. So, for the yellow one, what is the length and what is the width of the yellow one?
The length is 7,
7,
the width is 7.
and the width is 7. We never use the baby pieces. We never use the pieces that have been cut. So 7 times 7 is 49. Now, for the baby piece, the piece that we're cutting off, this piece, what is the length and the width? 4 by,
5.
which is, so we have 49 here, and we have 20 there. So 49 is this whole sticky note, minus the 20. So what is my answer going to be? Let me slide this all over.
49 minus 20.
49 minus 20. That's going to give me my answer. Let me get it so you can see this off the screen a little bit. Oh, those are connected. Let me.
I'm looking for something funny, but I can't find
All right, so that's going to give me. All right, now.
Makes 29 centimeters.
Hold on, my pen just left me. I'm gonna write with this for just a second. Left me completely. Maria, will you walk down to 7104, like 3 doors down on the right, and ask somebody to come down to this room, please? Hold on. It looks like it just got unpossessed. Hold on, it may not.
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah, go ahead and go. 7104. All right, 29 is gonna be my answer to that one. I gotta wait for them to get my pen situated. 29 is the answer to that one.
29 centimeters.
Centimeters squared, because it's area. Area. Now, let me see if it'll let me, it's not letting me do anything. Oh. Hold on. It's like completely possessed right now. Let me save this. swing. I'm gonna do like I did before. I'm gonna fill that in and I'm gonna make a rectangle. So I'm gonna fill in the shape and I'm gonna make a rectangle. Let me see if it, hold on a second, let me see if it's, never mind. I hate when that happens. It started working again.